Okay, so I have here my high-tech example. What I wanted to do real quick is just explain to you the difference between algebra and calculus. So this is a picture of algebra. So this whole time, whenever you're dealing with algebra, remember when you solve for x, you're finding out what is going on with the graph when x, in this case, is 2. So when x is 2, if I pan out, other way, when I pan out, what you see is there is a point. And with algebra, that's all we're looking at. We're only looking at that individual point. It's only in terms of x equals a very specific value. So with algebra, we're really limited to what we can do. All we can see is what's going on right at x is 2, and we can see there's a point. I haven't revealed what x actually is, or what y actually is. But in this case, all we can see is that x at 2, there is definitely a point there. We don't know what it is. Think of it as this is what algebra is. You can only see what's going on right at that point. With calculus, what we can do is it actually opens up a picture. We get to see with calculus what's going on all around x. We don't really care what's going on right at x, but we do care about what's going on around x. And that's what we're going to cover today. Let me back it out a little bit more so you can see it. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what's going on around the point. Okay, so in this case, when x is 2, our y value is 3. But with calculus, I want to know what's going on around it. And you can see calculus kind of opens up the picture for us. So we're able to see a much broader vision of what's going on. We get to see what's going on around it. You can think of it as, in terms of business, what's going on around a certain date. If we had a high point here, and then it started dropping off, we can find out, okay, well, what happened around that point? What caused it to start dropping off? What happened in the economy, or what happened, in the business world? So that's kind of a visual of what calculus is, the difference between calculus and algebra. Calculus, you get a much broader view. You get to see what's going on around the point. Algebra, all we care about is what's happening at the point. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and we're going to start with our first lesson on limits.